Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad. Welcome to September, and it's going to feel a little bit more like October over the next couple of days. A couple of really strong cold fronts are finally going to bring some rain to the Midwest, but it's also going to bring in some more colder air as well. Let's take a look here on your Wednesday. You can kind of see lots of yellow, very cold air up in Canada, across the northern tier of states, right here in the Ohio Valley. Wednesday, for the most part, is going to be a warm day. The front will be coming in late Wednesday night and on into Thursday morning, kicking off some showers. We need the rain here in the Ohio Valley, and finally we're going to be getting some. Here on Thursday, you see that cold air just plunging its way towards the southeast, and it's also going to bring in quite a bit of rain and possibly some severe weather along with it as well. And on Friday, we have another shot of cold air. You're going to have two cold fronts. The first one's going to bring the best chance of rain. The second one's going to bring the best chance of some cooler air coming in for the weekend. And this is going to be on your Friday. We'll warm up right ahead of it, but there's that cold southerly push of air. And then by Saturday, you see it well entrenched here in the Ohio Valley. Very warm along the southeast. You can see it there. This is going to be potentially some rain, not much with the one on Friday. It's just going to be very windy. It's going to be kind of chilly, especially come Friday night on into your Saturday. Then by Sunday, the cold air continues to be in place. That front tries to work its way towards the southeast. I'm not sure if it's actually going to make its way all the way to the Gulf Coast on this one, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. And then by next Wednesday, this area here, there's going to be a lot of moisture moving its way in. There's a tropical system out in the Pacific that's going to work its way into the central U.S. and it's going to bring that moisture in. So by next Wednesday, we could have a very wet day here in the Ohio Valley. A little bit warmer air, though, will work in and behind that system. Here we go, precipitation. This is on your Wednesday. It's going to be a very wet, blustery day up into the Great Lakes as the front continues to push its way towards the south. It's going to be wet along the Gulf Coast in the southeast, but these frontal systems really keeping the tropics at bay for the most part. I don't really see any real activity that's going to affect us here in the continental United States. We'll have another system developing out in the Atlantic, but I think it's going to be continues to be pushed away from us as well. By Thursday, here we go. Here's that rain pushing its way through. It's going to come in for the Ohio Valley late Wednesday night and on into Thursday morning, the way it looks like right now. But again, Wednesday is going to be a nasty day for you in the Great Lakes. This will continue to push off towards the east. That first frontal system does make its way down, but temperatures aren't going to be affected by it much. It's going to be more of an area of instability, kicking off some showers, and again, keeping anything tropical away from the Florida coast. Here we go on Friday. That next system moves its way in. It's going to be a little bit weaker when it comes to precipitation, but much colder air will come in. It's also going to be a very windy, blustery day on Friday itself, especially up here in the Great Lakes. It will really feel like the middle of October there for you on Friday. Saturday, things dry out a little bit, except for the Tennessee Valley and up into the northeast. There's that swat of moisture that's going to be working its way towards the east. We can see that here also on Sunday. Sunday is going to be a gorgeous day right here in the Midwest and the Great Lakes. You're going to love it. You should at least open up all your windows, have the air conditioning off. Certainly, it's going to be that nice in this area, and that will extend kind of down into the southeast as well. But this moisture is going to work its way up in this direction. This is now on Sunday, and then by Wednesday it moves on in. Again, we need the rain. We've been very, very dry here in the Ohio Valley. Again, it's going to be kind of wet also down into the southeast. But notice the lack of any real systems. There's that system down towards the southeast, but that's going to stay well off the coast, and it's not going to really affect anyone at this point. So the bottom line is we're going to finally get some rain here in the Ohio Valley, but we're also going to be cooling down. I'm George, the Weather Dad.